This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
My countrymen and my friends, I had hoped against hope that some miracle would prevent a devastating war and bring to an end the invasion.
This most serious threat the World Wrestling Federation has ever known.
The long-term future of sports entertainment could change forever.
A succession of actual wars have shaken the entire world and have threatened to bring on the gigantic conflict, which is today, unhappily, a fact.
No force of nature and no act of God could stop this invasion from happening.
I have said not once but many times that I have seen war and that I hate war.
This is our last chance.
There's no going back. There is no tomorrow. They want to finish us all.
Feel this moment for the rest of your life.
This war is only half over, and it could damn well be lost.
We're laying it all on the line.
Nothing can stop the WCW and ECW.
Austin is going to lead us into invasion.
Lift up your heart. All will come right.
We will kick WCW and ECW's.
No WWF superstar is going to deny us from our destiny.
Dad, the sports entertainment.
I have seen war and I hate war.
Place to Be Nation. Welcome back to another episode of Nation Invasion. I'm your host, James Gruenberg, or Captain, as I like to say, of this invasion voyage on the Place to Be Network. And I always have a first mate with me, and I'm really excited to have this one here with me as well. He's a really good friend of mine, and he has his own podcast called Greetings from Allentown, which he's a co-host with Peter Winston. That is Greetings from Allentown, and that is the one and only Mr. Keith Langston. Keith, how are you doing tonight?
You absolutely just pinged me with referencing captain and first mate, and I feel like I went all tugboat on you. What's going on, Gruney? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. I am getting ready to watch what we have in store for tonight. You know, I made it to my first pay-per-view on this. Piloting this voyage, with my other guests, and we made it to a turning point, as I like to say. You know, we're not really there yet with this whole invasion, but this pay-per-view here is going to bring in a big star from WCW tonight as well. Mm-hmm. And the event I am talking about is King of the Ring 2001. It is an absolute very one of my favorite events to watch, with the street fight and everything, and who becomes King of the Ring, and which one of the WCW invaders makes his WWE debut, Mm-hmm. And, this pay-per-view, it also has consequences to some of the superstars here tonight, as well as this pay-per-view has a lot of so-called injuries that will affect, the next night on Raw, and it might affect a couple of weeks, but so this pay-per-view is good, but it's not without consequence here as well. So, Keith, as I always do, I always ask everybody, what were your initial thoughts on the WCW invasion?
I didn't think it was that bad. I did like it. The biggest problem I had with the invasion angle was that, obviously none of the big stars came because they were on those ridiculous contracts that Time Warner was giving them. So you kind of had, in retrospect, you had two huge stars with DDP and Booker T, but then you had Buff Bagwell, who else? It wasn't like Mike Awesome, I think, came over and originally with WCW, and then he joined the ECW alliance. So it wasn't like, you didn't have Flair, you didn't have the NWO, you didn't have Sting, you didn't have Luger, and it was kind of like you didn't have Goldberg. So, it was tough for them to have what they were going for, because I felt like by 2001, anybody that was anybody had already left WCW to come to WWE or WWF still at this time. So, you know, when you ended up having what was left over, it was kind of sad. I mean, it was sad who they ended up. That's, I feel like, why they had to kind of bring in the ECW aspect and the ECW element, and then you ended up being able to have the Dudleys join them, and you had Rob Van Dam, and you could kind of go back with like some of the ECW originals. But I didn't hate the Invasion. I still think the Invasion pay-per-view was great. It's just, it was one of these weird things where you knew WWF was going to win in the end because Vince is never going to kill his own company, you know? So you knew it was kind of like the writing was on the wall, you know? So it wasn't bad. I mean, when they weren't doing Invasion stuff, 2001's great. So, and this is kind of like the turning point, like you said. I feel like while everybody usually says that WrestleMania 17 is the end of the Attitude Era, I kind of feel like maybe this is the end of the Attitude Era because this is really the last pay-per-view before it's all Invasion, you know? And then, because I think Invasion's the next one, right? I think Invasion's the next one in July, so...
Yes, it is, yep.
Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of the end of the era, if you ask me.
Yep. And were you watching the Raws and SmackDowns leading up to this pay-per-view at the time, like when you were back in 2001?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, it's funny, off air we had talked about our difference in age, but I mean, I was in college still during during all the Attitude Era, or at least most of the Attitude Era. So, and I had my own, you know, Comcast account, and I could order my own pay-per-views and things like that. So I was and I had a few friends of mine that were into wrestling, and we would watch wrestling and whatnot. So, I mean, we always watched the pay-per-views and stuff, but I do remember watching the weekly televisions. I mean, still trying to watch, even up until WCW ended, like trying to watch Nitro and Raw on the same night. And I used to love Nitro. They used to replay it afterwards. So it was like you could watch all of Raw and then you could go and watch Nitro again. So it was kind of cool. But, and then definitely getting the pay-per-views. I mean, I got every pay-per-view in probably 2000, 2001. I got every pay-per-view during the Attitude Era. I watched everything. So, you know, it was a good time for me.
Yep, it was a good time for everybody, and this is like the, like we said, the step up point for the Invasion here tonight. Well, Keith, shall we begin? And,
I think so.
Okay, and then I'm going to give us a 3, 2, 1, and we will hit play. So in 3, 2, 1, play. The good old WWF Attitude logo.
Oh, yeah.
The signature.
Mm-hmm. WWF Attitude. I still have a mouse pad that has the WWF logo, the scratch logo on it.
Nice.
That takes it's like 20 something years old.
Here we have a chair with rattlesnakes, and this would be like the end of Stone Cold, everything. But we also have like the 4 competitors, like Kurt Angle, his chance to become a 2-time King of the Ring, and we have the Stalker, who revealed himself on Raw last week when I did it with Shiflett. It was Diamond Dallas Page.
Now, Jericho who's currently the tag champs? Is it Jericho and Benoit, or is it Jericho and somebody else?
No, it is the Dudley Boys. They've lost. Jericho and Benoit lost right before this pay-per-view, 3 days earlier on SmackDown. Gosh, you could I feel like this really goes with it because there's a lot of snakes in the grass, and everybody is just hungry, to attack, ready to go. Who's going to end up on this throne here tonight? Who is going to survive the King of the Ring, and who's going to survive this pay-per-view?
I always liked, speaking of the Invasion, I always liked that Chris Jericho had stayed true to the WWF during the Invasion. And a lot of that I feel is because Jericho probably even said in a meeting, I don't want to fuck around with WCW. Like, it was a nightmare when I was there. Don't even put me in the same room with WCW letters. Like, keep me away from them.
Yeah, I can see, like, his character was like, I don't want to even think about, like, joining the Alliance, like, the person, Chris Ivory, was like, no, I don't want to be in there anyway.
Yeah. Even though, like, Jericho was he was still kind of a heel, he was never like a true babyface, I feel like. He was a babyface by default, but if you remember, he had the big beef with The Rock over like the World Heavyweight title, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Live at the Continental Airlines Arena here tonight.
Formerly known as the Burns Rutherford Arena.
Yeah, did you ever go to WWF New York?
I actually went to WWF New York the night of No Mercy 2001 in February.
Oh, yeah, in October, you mean, or No Way Out 2001. I'm sorry, yeah, No Way Out 01 was
That was that awesome where Angle loses to The Rock and for the world title. Isn't that the 3 stages of hell match between Austin and Triple H, I think?
Yes, it is. So here we have Diamond Dallas Page making his way through the ring, shoving fans like, get out of the way. I appreciate it, but like, move. I got a job to do.
Get out the way, kids.
Get out of the way, kids. Oh, yeah. So Diamond Dallas Page wants to be famous here. And then, so the Continental Airlines Arena became the Izod Center. They were going to do SummerSlam in 2000 and I believe it was 2015 they were going to do it there, but then the Izod Center actually shut down, so they moved to the Barclays Center for 3 years.
Oh, wow. Well, that actually sounds like an upgrade.
Yep.
But there was a long time where, if you remember, from like 89 to 97, WWF wasn't in New Jersey because there was like a tax restriction, and it was Christy Todd Whitman in 1997 who like lifted the tax. I think it was a sports tax, and they were still declaring wrestling as like a sport. And Vince was trying to say that they were entertainment, and then finally Christy Todd Whitman was the one that I think reversed that tax so that the WWF could come back. And at SummerSlam 97, The Undertaker presented her with like a world title. It was really funny.
Yeah, I watched SummerSlam 97 recently, and I see that all the time, that was a real thing. It's like, yeah, we haven't been in New Jersey in a long time because of this tax here.
And it's crazy because like SummerSlam 89 was like a great SummerSlam. And that was at Burns Arena in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Diamond Dallas Page, Diamond Dallas Peeper.
Mm-hmm. It's just so weird. Like,
what did you think of the stalker gimmick for Diamond Dallas Page?
I mean, it was dumb. I mean, it was dumb because it didn't make any sense. Like, he had never done anything like, I don't even think maybe a little bit with like when Kimberly was like the Diamond Doll and they were doing but like Diamond Dallas Page was never like really like a lecherous kind of guy, and he was a huge fan favorite in WCW at the end. I mean, Jesus, at one point Diamond Dallas Page was like the only person that wasn't in the friggin' NWO. It was amazing. And so for him to like break in and have this kind of goofy feud with The Undertaker, which is weird because you knew The Undertaker was just going to beat the piss out of him, Like, it would have been better if he had come in and had a different feud with somebody that was, like, just a little bit, maybe even further down the card, or I don't know, and then just had had it a little bit differently. But I was sad because I love DDP, And I didn't want Diamond Dallas Page to just be the dude that basically took the hit. He was the first one through the wall and took the hit.
Yeah, well, Scott Shifley made a really good point when we were covering the Raw and SmackDown leading up to this, that in order to be famous and to, try and be a top guy, you go after the big dog. So and
That's
you
true.
make it personal. So that's why DDP went after Undertaker, because he was like, I want to make myself famous. How do you do that? You go after the biggest, baddest dog in the yard, and that's Undertaker, and you make it personal, you know?
Yeah.
And so the thing was, though, on the SmackDown before this, that Undertaker just goes, nobody knows that you're famous because you suck. And it's like, well, that sort of takes the wind out of it, because people do know who
Yeah.
Dallas Page is. So, like, you already made him look look out to be a fool, you know?
Well, that was a big thorn in a lot of the WCW guys' sides, I think, was that, and I remember Sting was being interviewed, and they asked why he didn't come over right away. And he said, well, I was on a contract and my contract hadn't run out yet. And then he said, but I was watching Raw one night, and, Booker T comes in and he's cleaning house, and The Rock is there. And this was like right before Booker T turned, and he looks at Booker T and he goes, who in the blue hell are you? And Sting was like, and right there I decided I wasn't going to sign with them, because they disrespected the world champion of the former company. And that's where I think it's the same thing. They did that all the time. Like, look at the Alliance. Half of the Alliance was guys that were already still in the company in the WWF, or WWF guys. I mean, look at Survivor Series. Shane, Angle, Austin, three of those guys on the friggin' on the Team Alliance team were WWE guys, So it's just, they didn't give the respect to the WCW guys. And you know what? Diamond Dallas Page, Booker T, those two dudes were carrying WCW at the end, And I feel like if they had just given them the proper respect, like, honestly, like, Booker T should have come in, not Booker T, Diamond Dallas Page should have come in, and he should have gone after Austin. And and that would have been good, because you had Booker T going against The Rock, and you have Diamond Dallas Page going against Austin, and that's two huge main event guys going against the two top dogs. Yeah, I guess you're right. He goes after The Undertaker because The Undertaker is a big name, and I'm not taking anything away from The Undertaker, but you could have put somebody else that The Undertaker could have just beat up,
Yeah, like even like Canyon or Hugh Morris,
Yeah.
Some like mid-carder like that, And I even think that Canyon, I don't know if like Canyon was working like a lot during the end of WCW, but Canyon in 2000 had a good run, trying to make a name for himself too. So
yeah, who better than Canyon?
Yeah, put in Diamond Dallas Page, Booker T, and Canyon as trying to make something out of themselves from the WCW side. It's just not working. Mike Awesome is really known for his ECW side, and everybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else came over right away. Oh,
Lance Storm, Hugh Morris.
Yeah, Lance Storm. So like Lance Storm would have been, and see, like a guy like Lance Storm, like why they didn't just continue with like the WCW, some of the WCW things, like Lance Storm with the like the Canadian, I don't know, what was his group called? It was just like the
Team Canada. It was just Team Canada.
Yeah, Team Canada. And then you have, you had who better than Canyon, or what was the thing that him and Diamond Dallas Page were in that was like with Bam Bam? It was the Jersey City Triad.
Yeah. And you also have the Natural Born Thrillers,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, because they had Stasiak and Jindrak, right?
Yeah, all of them made it. They had Palumbo, O'Hare, Stasiak, and Jindrak. Jindrak got hurt, and he suffered an MCL. He's on a Raw with the WCW guys, and then he gets hurt during like training. And then they did not bring over Mike Sanders, which I think was sort of a shame, because he could have been like the WCW commissioner, since that was his role in 2001.
Right.
So we have here Kurt Angle versus Christian here in the semifinals. Good matchup here. It's the four friends going up against each other here.
Yeah, Team Wreck.
Yep, Team Wreck. Rhino, Edge, Christian, Kurt. Belly to belly. So just so let's go over a briefing of the King of the Ring. It didn't. They never really always said that being King of the Ring, and it was never like announced until 2002, in my opinion, that if you win King of the Ring, you go to SummerSlam automatically. That does not happen. No. Although it surprisingly, a lot of the King of the Ring winners go on to face the WWF champion at SummerSlam. So let's go over it. 1993, Bret Hart does not go to SummerSlam to fight Yokozuna. That goes to Lex Luger.
Yep.
94, Owen fights Bret in the cage.
Yep.
95, Mabel surprisingly goes to fight Diesel. 96 is Stone Cold. He's nowhere near the WWF title in 96. Like, they were not ready for him. He's just like fresh meat to like try. But I mean, yeah, the promo did get him to where he was, but he was not in the league of WWF championships yet.
No, not yet.
97 is Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Mm-hmm. He is a mid-carder with the European title at this point. So he is still in the, it's like he's almost in the doghouse. Like, he's out of the doghouse for the Click angle, but like he's still like in the mid-card section here.
Yeah.
But it would rise him up, you know. He did well for himself.
98 is
Shamrock. He's nowhere, not even close. He's nowhere near WWF titles. He doesn't even get, I don't even think he does get one WWF title shot against Austin, because he's Austin's feuding with like Undertaker throughout the whole year, you know, and then it's like that Deadly Game tournament. And then by the time 99 comes, it's all Stone Cold, Mick Foley, and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
2000. Oh, no, wait, nope. 1999 is Billy Gunn. Nobody wanted to work with Billy Gunn. So
Billy Gunn jobs to The Rock like at the next pay-per-view.
No title shot in a Kiss My Ass match, too, no less. No title shot for Billy Gunn. 2000, Kurt Angle gets the King of the Ring 2000. But he is in a triple threat match with The Rock and Triple H for the WWF title. He's unsuccessful, but in October, he does become the WWF champion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I feel like 2000, it's more or less because he's involved in that weird love triangle with Triple H and Stephanie. That's why he's in the match with The Rock in Triple H at SummerSlam. It has nothing to do with him being a King of the Ring. It has to do with him being involved in like an ongoing storyline with Stephanie and Triple H. And then, I mean, and then at SummerSlam in 2001, it is Kurt Angle, but he doesn't win he doesn't win anything.
Yeah. So then in 2002, they make the announcement that the winner of the King of the Ring automatically gets a title shot.
Yes.
And actually, the final King of the Ring, when it was on pay-per-view, is Brock Lesnar, because he's the next best thing, the next big thing. Yep. Mm-hmm. So here we do have Kurt Angle versus Christian, but also we have Rhino versus Edge. Like we said, the four of them are fighting each other tonight. Now, Keith, do you think, because we know who's going to win, obviously, but do you think they could have gone with the Edge versus Christian finals here? Or is it because they needed Kurt Angle to be pissed off at Shane that they did not go that route?
I mean, I think that it would have been, I don't think they wanted to break up Christian and Edge just yet. Like, they wanted to have they wanted to play the long game of having like Christian eventually turn on Edge, which I don't think happens for another like 2 years. So but I mean, when you look at if you look at the matchups, right? You had Kurt Angle versus Hardcore Holly. It made sense that Kurt Angle wins. You had Jeff and Matt Hardy, which Jeff wins that, which that's good. You have Christian and Kane, which it makes sense Christian wins. Big Show versus Raven. I guess it makes sense that Big Show wins that. Edge versus Test. It makes sense Edge is going to win.
Kurt Angle missed the moonsault right there, like he always does.
Always does, yeah. Perry Saturn versus Steve Blackman, which makes sense that Perry
match.
Saturn wins that, which is kind of weird. Crash Holly and Tajiri wins, which is great. And then Rhino beats Taz. So, and then it's not bad. I mean, if you look at what could have been differently, I think if like Jeff Hardy had beaten Kurt Angle, especially considering that they were going to go on the road of having Angle fight on this pay-per-view anyway, because he's fighting, he fights Shane. I think you could have had Kurt Angle. I think they wanted to have that team wreck where they wanted Christian, Kurt, Edge, and Rhino to all fight each other. It didn't really pay off anything, I feel like it didn't really pay off. So I don't know. I think you could have had Kurt Angle lose to Jeff Hardy, and then you could have had Jeff Hardy versus Edge. And that would have been great, because that would have been like, like the boyhood dream or something. But yeah, like, this is weird. Like, Shane pulling Christian, like, why? Like,
I don't know, because I think he wants to just tire out Kurt Angle more here. That's what everyone was saying, that he's like, instead of screwing him, I'm just going to tire him out, because even if Angle loses here, he's not going to be tired. So I think Shane really just wants to make Kurt Angle tired. Angle slam from the outside right there.
And that's it.
1, 2,
it's like
3.
It's the dumbest thing. Like, once again, Shane McMahon just proving that he's just so pointless of a person.
I would give this 2 stars.
We're doing star rankings here. Okay.
If you want to, I would give it like 2. I mean,
2 out of 5 or 2 out of 4?
2 out of 5. 2 out of 5.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can't. I mean, tournament matches I never really give that high, only because they're preserving themselves, because they know they got to do double duty or triple duty. In this case, Kurt Angle's doing triple duty tonight.
Yeah, so Angle moves on to the finals here. We have Rhino versus Edge in this matchup here. I liked how Christian tug on to the referee to counter the ankle lock. A smart move by Christian.
Sure.
But it was good. And now here you have Shane McMahon. He pulls Christian out, And then Angle slam.
Remember when finishers actually finished matches?
Yep. Oh, man. There you see Shane McMahon just smiling.
Shane McMahon looked like JT there for a minute. Picture JT with no facial hair.
Yeah. So also what Jim Ross and Paul Heyman were alluding to, that if Benoit or Jericho become WWF champion here tonight, they might join Shane McMahon's WCW.
Now that's a question. Do you think that if what's his name, Benoit did not get hurt, do you think that he would have eventually gone over?
I don't know if he would have gone over, but I think it would have been the summer of Chris Benoit going up against Stone Cold, chasing Stone Cold instead of Kurt Angle.
I could see that being a thing.
So Stone Cold is, paranoid because Mr. McMahon is not here for him. But because on Thursday, Vince McMahon gave Stone Cold a ultimatum, and I don't think Steve Austin is taking it seriously. Either Stone Cold retains, or him and Vince's relationship that they have is done. It's over. And here's Coach having to be the messenger here.
Yeah.
Deborah is acting all shocked, what?
I do love those. I do love that old belt. That belt, the Attitude Era belt.
Yeah, the globe. I always love the globe.
Yeah, it's not as good as the Winged Eagle, but I liked it a lot more than the Undisputed belt.
Yep. So here you see good old New Jersey. King of the Ring sold out. I always always was good to see that on the sign. Sold out.
Well, this was still one of the hottest things going on,
Up and still to come, we have DDP versus The Undertaker. What's going to happen when Undertaker gets his hands on DDP? What do you think of the videos of him with Sarah?
It's just so bizarre.
Yeah. Somebody's got a death wish, and their wish is about to come true. This is The Undertaker's wife, Sarah. I know where you live, Sarah. I know where your house is, Sarah. Maybe I should be the stalker for the next Christmas play.
Yeah, that'd be good, huh?
I'm the stalker. I'm stalking everybody.
I'm the smasher.
Last ride after last ride. So Jim Ross is the first one that gets a videotape from the courier, and he says, play it tonight, that we're going to meet the Undertaker's wife. And Undertaker has no idea what's going on. Nobody does. And that the video started playing. Undertaker goes on a tangent. He attacks Shane McMahon because Vince McMahon said, Shane might have something to do with it with WCW. And then Shane McMahon gives up Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle goes for a last ride. Because Shane said that Kurt Angle ruins relationships. Diamond Cutter, you never saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Want to make an impact? You go after the biggest, baddest dog in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
He's using Undertaker to get to the top of the business.
It's kind of like how Jeff Jarrett was using the WWF to become famous as a wrestler. I mean, as a musician.
Or he just used Vince Russo to get the WCW championship.
That's true, yes.
He really used him. Undertaker's got a nice house. If that really is his house, it's very nice.
Sarah. like the Undertaker with Sarah. So stupid.
Yep.
He doesn't. I mean, the greatest thing about the Undertaker is that he's, he gets the friggin' tattoo removed. Ugh, what a friggin' man! Like, what a man! He went and had the tattoo.
Yeah.
He had, first of all, it's crazy that he tattooed his wife's name to his neck anyway, and then he went and he got divorced, and then he had the tattoo removed. Like, that's just a friggin' man's man right there.
Yeah, and here's Paul Heyman here asking, why are you here? What are you doing?
My name is Paul Heyman.
There we see on the screen, somebody has a shot of Diamond Dallas Page this time.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he is ordering food or a sandwich at a restaurant. Give me a stack of eggs and some pancakes.
It's GTV.
Oh, yeah. Just having iced coffee, it looks like. Now he's all mad if people are in my personal life. I'm begging you, make me famous.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked, what do you think of Paul Heyman's commentary with Jim Ross?
It was okay. I mean, it was good. It was different from, obviously it was different from,
King.
him and the King, but I liked it.
Yep. So here we have Edge coming out to the ring. I mean, everybody liked Edge. I was an Edge head, I liked Edge here in 2002, especially when he shaved Kurt Angle balls.
I'm trying to remember what was Christian's music when he came out. It wasn't the Christian.
It was You Think You Know Me, like the techno. You Think You Know Me.
Oh, okay.
Edge did not have Rob Zombie at the time as well. They were both using the same
because
music.
they're still Edge and Christian like a tag team. Wow, Rhino
Yeah,
getting a bit of a pop.
Here is Rhino. He looks hungry. Spear versus Gore. That's a great sign. Yeah, you do have a Spear versus a Gore here. But yeah, do you think Rhino was the right choice? I know you wanted the 4 friends, but do you think there was anybody else that could have had that spot if not Rhino? Or would you have replaced Christian?
No, I think that this was the 3 of them worked very well as that like little triad there. Because I mean, you had, because especially like at WrestleMania where they had the Rhino was the 3rd, Lita was the 3rd, and Spike Dudley was the 3rd for all those teams. It was a fun time, And then I mean the thing with Angle was that they were making television just because they were being funny,
Yep.
And I mean, Mick Foley's the commissioner at this time too, so like there was all that stuff going on,
He is like the ambassador. William Regal is more the commissioner here.
Is Regal the commissioner? I forget when like Foley stopped being the commissioner. That's right, because he's not at WrestleMania because he's just a guest referee for the Shane Vince match.
Yeah, so Foley was June 2000 to December of 2000. Regal starts in like 3 weeks into January, all the way up until October, and then Foley comes back as WWF commissioner for a miserable 2.5 weeks, basically 3 weeks, and then the Survivor Series happens. Edge over here getting the advantage over Rhino. Rhino is not a force to be reckoned with. He will beat you up, and he will beat the crap out of you. Look at this guy in the leather jacket, or like not the leopard, like
the leopard jacket. Yeah, the leopard shirt.
Yeah. Was this Rico? Did he steal Rico's wardrobe?
Yeah, it's Rico. It is Rico.
Oh yeah.
You're about like 3 years too early for that.
I know. Yep.
Rico.
Yeah, he was in the OVW at this time. He just doesn't come in until 2002.
I know Rhino ran for public office in like Michigan, where he's from. He like unsuccessfully ran for like I think like a city councilman or something like that. Like within the last few years. Yeah, 2016 he ran for the Michigan House of Representatives.
Rhino over there slamming Edge into the steel, and oof. Oh, that security wall always has to hurt, and the steel railings are painful too. Now, Rhino was never like really a heel or a baby face. He always seemed like an in-betweener. He does do like heel moves, like as he pulled the second turnbuckle out, and oh jeez, ooh.
Oh Jesus!
Right into the exposed turnbuckle. Oh, that's kind of hurt. Yep.
So in this case, they're kind of doing a callback to, I feel, the 96 King of the Ring, where Edge is going to have like a little bit of an injury going into the final, like how Jake did, but in a bizarre twist of fate, he does not lose.
Oh, yeah.
He's the face in peril in this case.
Yeah, I thought it was Stone Cold who had the injury.
Well, Stone Cold actually had a lip injury. He had a busted lip, but like going into the final, Jake Roberts had like his, quote unquote, his ribs were broke or bruised or whatever, because I think he had wrestled Vader, and like Vader did like a Vader bomb and like bruised up his ribs. So going into the final, he was supposedly the the face in peril kind of thing. But it didn't end up panning out correctly.
Now, I always liked Rhino's ring gear. It made him look like he was the beast,
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like Rhino, but he's kind of like I feel like he's a Taz light,
Yeah. It was more of like a hardcore, like he needs weapons. Like he's a hardcore wrestler more than he is a like an actual like physical like takedown wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Rhino, 2-time WCW World Television Champion, and one-time he's the final World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
This point is a tag team champion and a one-time Intercontinental champion. He won at a live event, a house show in Toronto. Oh, and he loses back to Jeff Jarrett at Fully Loaded 99 in Buffalo, New York.
Yes, that's right.
Oh. I always like the running knee, like where it looks like a spin to him.
Yeah.
I know up top, what's he going for? Oh, that splash, and he landed it. Oh, and he hits the ribs too. 1, 2, little nonchalant cover. Not really a good grip by Rhino.
Yeah. Rhino would control here.
Yep, he is really destroying Edge, like with the knees and going after like Edge's ribs and like lower back area.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a great job of doing the whole heel in peril. Or not heel in peril, face in peril. Oh, nice little nice little
slam into the call that like a face plant into the ropes.
It's kind of like a stun gun almost.
Yeah.
Which was stunning Steve Austin's maneuver in WCW.
Yep. Moved on by Edge. Edge is holding on to his lower stomach area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's holding on to a part of the body that there are no ribs present, but that's okay.
Sorry, I don't know where the ribs stretch to.
He's talking about his ribs and he's holding onto his abdomen. There's no ribs in his abdomen. But that's all right, Edge. We know you mean well. Oh, look at this. What's he gonna do here? Oh, he's doing nice little sunset powerbomb.
1, 2. Ooh. To lift Rhino like that, he's 275 pounds.
Oh, beautiful spine buster. I'd give that 4 Arn Andersons out of 10.
That's just oh, Rhino now setting up for the Gore.
Oh, Gore versus Spear. They both
they both went for it. They got nothing.
So there's like a guy next to so you just saw the Gore sign, and there's like a dude sitting next to him that looks like Johnny Ace when he was in what's that tag team he was in with the Dynamic Dudes?
Yeah, I was gonna say even better.
He looks like Johnny Ace's Dynamic Dudes.
I was gonna say it was like Kerry Von Erich or Billy Graham as well. I see this guy. He looks like he's the hippie guy, basically. Yeah. Yep. Surprised that the ECW hat guy isn't here, but this New Jersey, not Philadelphia. Oh, I think he was going for the Gore again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the downfall, I think it's called. 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. Edge wins. So it's going to be Edge versus Kurt Angle in the finals here. I think it's like the downward spiral DDT. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
For this match, Keith, I'm going to go 2 3/4.
I would say 3. I think it's a good solid 3. I mean, they went 10 minutes 20 seconds. They had back and forth. Some pretty good. You had the double we'll just say the double gore the gore slash spear. I think I liked it. 3 stars.
Alrighty, yep. So we will have Edge versus Kurt Angle in the finals. Hey, look at that. He misses it in the downward spiral. I was always a fan of the downward spiral. I think you would call that the executioner as time progressed here as well. So here we are on Sunday Night Heat with Spike Dudley and Molly here. What did you think of the Molly Holly Spike Dudley relationship?
Oh boy. I think they were looking for things for Spike Dudley to do, and I think that they were looking for things for Molly Holly to do too. I mean, I don't hate relationships on wrestling. I could dig it. So it just depends on who it is and what it is. And I like Molly Holly and Spike Dudley. It was okay. It wasn't offensive.
No, it was more like a soap opera. It felt like a soap opera high school relationship, really.
Yeah.
And we do have Spike Dudley. He is challenging the Dudley Boys here tonight for their tag team titles. And he's got a big surprise for his tag team partner.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And the Dudley Boys have already put Molly Holly through a table once. Molly Holly just recently got the Stone Cold Stunner from Stone Cold Steve Austin during his paranoia phase.
Yes.
The Dudley Boys were really mean to Spike during this time, but they've always been mean to Spike.
Yeah.
They love him, they hate him. They love him, they hate him.
Well, he's like their little brother.
Yep. And you always got to pick on the brother here. Look how they always use Taz here. He's a broadcaster. It could have been Michael Cole. Taz probably could have been on the card here or something, but he's using like the tough enough persona here.
Yeah.
Going into this matchup here, Keith, was Chris Jericho an afterthought? Because it looks like all eyes are on Chris Benoit here, and not really Chris Jericho.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can have Jericho as an afterthought.
It's just that it seemed like the focus was mostly on Chris Benoit, Like, I feel like Benoit got most of Austin's brutality than Chris Jericho did.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think you're right when you say it would have been probably the summer of Benoit if it had been like if he hadn't gotten hurt. I wonder what would have happened. I mean, it would have been awesome. I mean, you would have had. Well, I don't think they weren't going to take the title away from Austin,
Yeah, unless, the only reason why I work with Kurt Angle is because of the whole, we want the American hero, for, USA and everything, Right. It worked for Kurt Angle, that it feels bad to say, a tragedy got Kurt Angle the WWF title.
Sure. Uh-oh.
I know. It's bad to say. I'm sorry.
No. Aren't you at where the Dudleys come down?
Yeah. Here comes Benoit. Oh, Stone Cold right at the back of the shots. And the Dudley Boys win. Devon got put through the table. I always like Benoit and Chris Jericho as a tag team. They put on brutal matches with the tag teams they were given.
Yeah. Yeah, aren't they in TLC 3 or TLC 4 or the one that was on I think it was on Raw?
No, it was on SmackDown. TLC 3 was on SmackDown in 2001, And that was the one where Benoit and Jericho retained the titles. But, oh, boy, here comes Kane. That's the big surprise. He got Intercontinental Champion. I forgot Kane was Intercontinental Champion. He's been having a feud with Albert from X Factor.
Albert.
Spike Dudley going into full force here.
Yeah.
Spike Dudley, the Raw before this, get thrown through a table by Stone Cold as he goes to the Dudley Dog. Austin counters and throws him through the table.
Yep.
Spike Dudley going after Big Brother over here, Bubba.
You gotta be kidding.
Hurricanrana. And a clothesline. Oh gosh, Kane's agility here and the ability to do that flying clothesline off the top rope was always sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy! Oh, he's in a bad position. Oh, was he going to do? Oh, he catches him. I thought he was going to do that big boot to him. They're playing hot playing hot potato.
Yeah, they're playing hot potato with Spike Dudley.
Two. Yep. Bubba's like, tag me.
Made sense.
Yep. Ooh, Devon lands face first. Dudley Boys, where are they in your tag team rankings?
They're up there. They're probably top. They're in the top 20, I'd say. They're top 20. Yeah. I would say they're top 20. Top 10, no. Top 20, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Why? Where do you have them?
If I see, like, because I'm younger than you, and like they're 5 for me. 5 in my opinion.
Wow.
I grew up watching them. Hardy Boys are up there. Edge and Christian. The APA, definitely.
The APA, huh? Always pounding ass.
Love always the double team moves by the Dudley Boys. They always distracted the referee. Kane over there just standing, watching his partner get his butt kicked.
Well, he's got, Kane, if anything, Kane is a consummate professional, and he knows not to break the rules and jump in the ring.
Yeah.
And take over distracting the referee.
Mm-hmm.
But not really.
Side slam and Devon. Oh, jumping legs.
And he shall be Devon. And he shall be a good man.
Frequent tags here by the Dudley Boys. Always keeping the freshman in. Spike Dudley is really getting dropped. Oh. Gosh, Spike Dudley could take falls. The way he just gets flipped, he's always getting hurt. Devon now. Ooh. Bubba Ray misses. Always lands on his ass. Oh, well, but Bubba Ray counters it, and Spike goes flying first. Kane is trying to make the tag here.
What a maneuver.
Yep.
Oh, Spike's getting his taint licked. So who's your number one? What are your top 5 tag teams then? Do you remember? Like, did you do a list when they did the list?
Do a list. I don't do lists, that takes too much. For me, that takes too much time and energy for me.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably tell you my top 5. My top 5 is Demolition. And this is in order. I would say Demolition. Then I'm going to go with the Hart Foundation. Mm-hmm. I would say I loved The Bar.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to throw... I want to say Arn and Tully, but they weren't really like... I feel like it's like the Brainbusters is obviously like their best time being a tag team, even though they were in WCW or NWA as a tag team. But I almost feel like, you know, they're notable because they won the tag titles that time in WCW, but it's not like they were like, you know, the constant forever. So I'm not going to say Arn and Tully, but I am going to shock you. And I'm going to say the Hollywood Blondes. So Pillman and Austin. So I got, what's that? So Demolition, the Hart Foundation, the Bar, the Hollywood Blondes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Arn and Tully, right?
Yeah, I'll say Arn and Tully is my 5th.
Okay. Ooh, so Spike Dudley got the tag into Kane, and Kane's going to work.
So now, you know, there was one glaring omission from that, and there's a reason why. And it has to do with I did not put Road Warriors or Legion of Doom. And the reason being is because I don't think that they are in the top of the thing. Like, I just don't. I think that the Legion of Doom, in my opinion, and this is a very humble opinion, is that they have like what I call Andre the Giant disease, where it's like they have Andre the Giant syndrome, where it's like they came into a territory, they were so dominant that you had to give them the championship, and it was like they didn't need a championship. Like, they should have had, because then it's like once you have them, they were way too dominant to then lose. And I just didn't like that. Whereas like Demolition was the perfect team because they were a dominant tag team. They had that incredible run at with their first run. And then but they could still lose matches. And I liked that, because you have to be able to lose matches. And it's like, you always look stupid when you lose, when you're that dominant. Like, if Andre loses a match, he looks like a dummy. Why is the Intercontinental title out there? Oh, because Kane's the champ. That's right.
Yeah. Spike Dudley just went airborne.
Random Intercontinental belt.
Going back to that last pinfall 10, looked like Bubba Ray wasn't going to kick out, so the referee had to hold up a little bit, and Devon sort of got in there, but it was like, oh boy, this could have been bad.
And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it Teddy Long who's the referee?
Yeah, but he's been known to make mistakes.
I know, but it's Teddy Long. That's funny.
Yeah,
Spike did that run up the buckle cutter there.
Yeah, that's the Deadly Dog.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Oh, here's Kane with a goozle. Oh, nope.
And then that random Intercontinental title was like the random rubber chicken with Cody Rhodes.
Oh, they're gonna do the WhatsApp to. Oh wait, is there something going on in the crowd? There's something going on up the ramp.
I don't know.
Oh,
but Spike's up there. What's up? Oh, a double drop kick. And now Spike Dudley's going for a double countered.
No, this ain't gonna happen. There it is, the 3D.
I always say it like that. 3D.
Mm-hmm.
The Dudley boys of a 3D, they get the pinfall there.
Uh-oh.
I would give this 2.5.
Yeah. 2.5, if not just 2. But only 2.5. I'll give it 2.5 because Spike does take some great bumps, and his bumps kind of make the match, Yeah,
so it looks like they're not done yet, but Kane's done with the Dudley boys.
Yeah, he is.
Power bombs Devon, and the choke slam. Looks like Bubba's going for a ride.
Yes, he
right
is.
through the table. Table backfires for the Dudley boys. They get put through their own table.
Yep. And 2001 Kane continuing his reign of dominance. I loved Kane.
Yep.
What a gimmick.
You have a very solid 2001. It would be sustained by an arm injury, and some other injuries as well. I think that arm injury would actually carry on with him to 2002. Elbow injury was elbow. So there you see the 3D here for the win. So Dudley Boys retained the WWF Tag Team Champions. Now Kane is just carrying him like he does X-Pac. I got you, buddy. I got you.
I got you, pal. Hang on. We got this. We got this, bro.
There's here. There you see Edge and Christian backstage.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Edge is trying to think that Christian's going to complain that he's not in the finals, but Christian just wants to give him good luck. DDP is still waiting for the Undertaker to come out.
Page. Oh, look at. We're getting another video.
It's a video of Diamond Dallas Page leaving his hotel and coming to the arena. I don't think him and Kimberly were. I think they might have been separated at this point.
It would have been funny if he was in a handicap spot. That would have been really funny. He's parked in a handicap spot, so it shows him breaking the law too. That would have been funny.
There's a lot of handicap signs.
There are. There's always a lot of handicap places. You kidding me? They're everywhere.
Yeah, well, not that many, but I guess so.
This is before he gets his teeth fixed. Because remember, he gets his teeth fixed. His teeth look fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went and spent all that money to get his teeth capped. It's so weird.
Yeah, he looked weird when he got his teeth capped. Here we are back in WF New York, Times Square, baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Tough Enough premiering June 21st.
Yep.
Oh, my God. What the fuck is this guy doing?
Billy Gunn. Former King of the Ring winner. The one, Billy Gunn.
I mean, this guy is still around.
Yep.
The one Billy Gunn. The worst gimmick, probably. The one Billy Gunn is worse than fucking Rockabilly.
I think I don't think they were. They might have been, or they were on the ending of it. The tag team with him and the Big Show, I think. It might have been. It might have been around this time.
At this time. You suck. You suck.
I think that. But here comes Kurt Angle.
It's Kirk Angel right there. I remember I was so excited when Kurt Angle, when he changed his music, when he did the WCW, and it was it was just that newer version where you couldn't say the "you suck." That was in his that was his mouth guard phase.
Yeah, it was the trumpet. Yep.
Yeah.
It made him look like a king. No, Kurt Angle will not high five you.
He was so great the previous year though, when he was wearing the cape and the crown, and then he would come and he came out on Raw and he was still a freaking king. It was so good.
And Foley was like a grown man in a crown. Well, like we said, this is the finals. Here it is: Kurt Angle versus Edge. Edge is still looks like he's still hurting with the lower abdomen. You can see him holding his lower abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle has a microphone here.
He goes wherever. Jim Ross just went wherever his injury may be, because even Jim Ross doesn't know where the hell his fucking injury is.
The ribs, the sternum. Hold on a second. I just want to say one thing. Yeah, Kurt Angle was really going all out. Like when Edge and Christian were fighting over like their brotherly arguments, Kurt's like, "Guys, you're not gonna win. I'm gonna win." It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, Kurt had it all. Like he definitely had that thing, that it factor where he knew how to be funny, and you know, he knew how to make jokes. He was great at that. All right, so Kane's in the tag match at, I'm just trying to look at his 2001. He's in the tag match at Invasion, and then at SummerSlam he's in the it's the Brothers of Destruction. They beat up Canyon and Page. And then what's he do next? Unforgiven. Is he on the card? Unforgiven.
I'm trying to think.
They beat Chronic.
Yep. Then No Mercy, he fights Test, and then Survivor Series is at the elimination match.
He fights Test?
And No Mercy, yeah.
Ugh, God, he had to fight Test. Ugh.
Oh.
Whereas, like, the Undertaker's fighting Booker T, like, that just sucks. Like, it sucks. It sucks for Kane. He has to fight Test. Was Test in the Alliance?
Oh, Kurt Angle just goes head first into the canvas.
I love the poster for Survivor Series that year is Lita and Tori Wilson like wearing like camouflage gear. Like, it's kind of really funny. Yeah, Kane's. Jeez, I didn't realize that Kane was like still solid with the Team WWF.
Yep.
Actually, Jericho, Undertaker, and Kane are on both teams.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, because Jericho. Yeah, it's Jericho, Kurt Angle, Stone Cold, Kane, and the Undertaker.
Oh yeah, both Invasion teams. I got you.
Yeah, and then
they're on
Team Alliance was Booker T, Bubba Ray, Diamond Dallas Page, Devon, and Rhino.
Huh. I feel like Ash should have had that spot of Raven, but that's just me.
Instead of
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even Rob Van Dam, but everyone loves Rob Van Dam versus Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, that's a great match.
Yep. Kurt Angle going to work on Edge.
Oh, Kirk Angel.
Oh, he throws them. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That's a nasty bump.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
A lot of nasty bumps. Ooh, wow, right into there. The injured ribs. Or the abdomen. Oh, no, even Jim Ross doesn't know. Right into the steps. Well, now there's no front security guard. The fans are just right there. It's like, well, what do you do?
This is what happens. This is what happens when I go to a chaotic show. Like, it's just a guardrail, and like I always sit ringside. So and they do a lot of stuff like they're always throwing people up against the guardrail, and you have to kind of like, I usually brace my feet against the guardrail.
Yeah. Maybe they should have be a guy be the front man security guard over the railing.
Well, you know what they do is they put like one of the trainees is like in the corner, because and that's where we usually sit, is like in the corner, like front row, and we always talk to like the trainee, and we're just like, and I always say, like, so you're gonna get hit tonight? And he's like, I hope not. I'm like, yeah, you are. And then they're always taking like super kicks or like getting like a guy thrown into them. It's always like they're all like, they beat up the trainees so much, but they're the security. But it's just really funny. Like they're just like ring boys basically, and ring girls. They have no qualms about beating like male on female wrestling. Like they mix it up a lot. It's like GCW.
Yeah. Man, look at all these like people here in the crowd, like when they do like the shots of everybody.
Yeah.
It's like a big puzzle almost of people.
It's a very 2001 picture.
Yeah.
I can't keep my eyes off of that guy that looks like friggin' Johnny Ace. He's like with the blonde hair. I swear that guy's wearing a wig.
Yep. Edge trying to fight back, but Kurt Angle is really going after the lower abdomen.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, Kurt's putting him up on the top rope. Is he gonna do a back suplex?
Yeah,
back
looks like
play. Oh, look at this Edge with a little reversal there and a little scoop up, little schoolboy pin there.
Oh wow! 1, 2, 2 count there. I always love Kurt Angle's attire here.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
As well. Belly to belly. Oh.
Belly to Bailey.
Belly to belly. Kurt always did the best belly to belly.
Kurt's already got the straps down.
Yeah. Wow. He wants to go to work.
Something that you don't see a lot of nowadays are these like rest holds. You really don't see like reverse chinlock rest holds and shit like that. I mean, you know what's hilarious is that Edge is wrestling on Friday, like Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
Like he's wrestling in the tournament for like I'm expecting him to be the winner of the SmackDown bracket.
Yeah.
Because I figure he's gonna want to go to the prince there, the supreme prince of Saudi Arabia is gonna want to see Edge wrestle, you know?
Yeah. I was going with Finn Balor to win it all, and I lost.
Yeah, I was kind of, I thought maybe they were going to go down that road because I knew it wasn't going to be Cody. Because if Cody had won, if Cody won that championship, then it's definitely going to make it seem like it's a consolation prize for him not beating Roman Reigns, and that just is going to that already diminishes the championship even more. So I figure with him with Finn Balor or I thought it was Finn Balor. I thought it was going to be Finn Balor because I said Seth doesn't need it right now, but Seth is a good gatekeeper for somebody. But I can't imagine it's going to be. I mean, it's going to have to be Seth Rollins because I can't imagine that they just did a draft. They just drafted these people to SmackDown, and now they're automatically going to have one of these guys have to come over to Raw.
Oh. Yeah.
So my prediction for SmackDown for that tournament is and actually is this going to air before SmackDown or no?
No.
Oh, so it'll already be decided. So
yeah, sorry.
Pulling back. We're pulling back the curtain. But I would say it's going to be the final is going to be Sheamus and Edge, and then Edge will win, and then Edge will go to Saudi Arabia and lose to Finn Balor. Lose to Seth Rollins. That's what I think.
This will air before the Night of Champions pay-per-view, though, so that's good.
The Night of Champions.
Night of Champions. They don't like King of the Ring there.
With the two tag team champions that don't like Saudi Arabia. And have been quite vocal about it.
Karana, 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle is bleeding from the mouth as well.
Yes.
Edge took a beating from the guardrail. He goes over the rail. He goes flying over the ropes again and then slams the guardrail too.
Mm-hmm. Just a little fisticuffs right here.
Back and forth we go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice clothesline.
Ooh, Edge. Trying to make that comeback. Back body drop by Edge.
Mm-hmm.
We have been moving through this pay-per-view well. Oh, Angle goes sailing into the turnbuckle. 1, 2. Probably on the King of the Ring finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. No Olympic slam. Oh, another counter. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
The lock. Will Edge tap out? He doesn't have it all the way in. Oh, another roll up. 1, 2. Oh, that would have been awesome. But that was the finish.
Oh, nice.
Too, as well. Oh, wait, but here comes Christian, I think. Is it Christian? Yes, it is. It's Christian. Christian comes on the apron, but Edge just got Kurt Angle covered. What are you doing? Come on. Trying to help you. 1, 2.
I'm trying to help you.
All these covers there.
Mm-hmm.
Very close calls as well.
Uh-oh, ref bump.
There goes the referee.
Uh-oh.
That's not Brian Hebner, is it? Was he here at this time?
No, I don't think that. I feel like that's
Mike Sparks.
Is it Chad Patton? Yeah, Chad Patton.
Oh, here comes Shane again this time. Oh, he spears him.
Oh, nice. There was Vlad.
Oh.
The owner of WCW. I love it. The owner of WCW.
The owner of WCW. Downward spiral. Referee's coming. Is this it? 1, 2, 3. It's over. Yeah. Shane McMahon celebrating like he won something. Edge looks hurt with the ankle. I don't know if that's real or not, but this pay-per-view is going to have a lot of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
The lady in the blue is very pretty. But Edge had sign. Edge, 2001, King of the Ring.
Mm-hmm. And how?
Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing though is like Edge just adding this to his, his list of accolades. At the time you don't realize how important Edge is going to be to the future of this company. But man, he was so good when he first turned, and he was like, when he was feuding with like John Cena, and he was the rated R superstar and stuff, like so awesome. He really did turn into a hell of a character,
Yeah. No, he did. And he's going to have like a really good summer and like a good 2001 too, where with the direction of what he gets from this invasion storyline, and he gets this the start to his singles career as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Chad Patton.
3. Kurt Angle is not happy, and there you see Shane McMahon did my job. This lady's like, really, son? Really? Are you happy now?
Did you ever buy one of those WCW shirts? I call them like the Vampire Vang shirt.
I did not. Oh, wow. Chris Benoit wearing an X-ray shirt. That's going to come back and bite him. The hell kind of a question is that? It's a pretty good one. Oh, man. I think DDP was talking to these people when the camera wasn't on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, get out of here, kids. You're bugging me. I can't play character. Do yoga, kids. Do yoga.
Mm-hmm.
He is hungry for the Undertaker, but he's ready for him. Where is he, bro? The Undertaker is here somewhere. It's a matter of when. And there you see Edge. Edge is the new King of the Ring. He is the King of the Ring 2001.
And they didn't even do like the coronation or anything, which sucks.
They do that on Raw the next night.
Yeah, but that just, that's part of the gimmick is like the joy of the gimmick, But
Yep.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
The era of awesomeness.
Kurt Angle. He is so mad. It wasn't going to make him tired. It just really made him mad. And Kurt Angle was like crying. And these dear guys like, we don't care, dude.
I love him. I love this.
Their families will go on well.
Don't you guys understand? I'm an Olympic gold medalist.
I should be king of the ring. It's not fair. I think the security guard just shook his head.
Oh, here we go.
So now we have Jeff Hardy, the light heavyweight championship is on the line. He's going to face X-Pac.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is what's it called? Era X-Pac, right?
X-Factor.
X-Factor. Ugh. One of the worst theme songs in wrestling history.
Yep, I got everything I ever wanted. Now.
Yo, you're dealing with the X-Factor.
Yeah. I think they cut this one and they cut the Uncle Cracker version, and they went with the generic version. Down, wow, now.
Well, I wonder if this is an overdub, just because they don't want to pay the Uncle Cracker version anymore.
Yeah,
it's got to be. I bet you it's an overdub.
There was an overdub in SmackDown Just Bring It too, the old PS2 game, because they didn't want to pay the Uncle Cracker theme song for that one either.
Yeah.
The dub has been there before, you know. Presenting the X Factor, weighing in at 220 pounds, X-Pac. What did you think of the light heavyweight title? Because it goes nowhere really until the next month of back and forthisms between this and the WCW Cruiserweight title. But your thoughts of the WWF light heavyweight title as a whole?
Is Fully Loaded? Does Fully Loaded get changed, or is there still a Fully Loaded?
No, it does. It does. It gets full. It gets like you have to. You have to understand that it was always Fully Loaded until Linda changes it on a SmackDown, I believe. But it was always just Fully Loaded. They didn't really call it Invasion yet. They just went with
it
was always Fully Loaded. Yep. Ever since July of '98, it was Fully Loaded.
That's just funny though that it was listed as Fully Loaded on this, but it's not. It's Invasion. The light heavyweight championship. Well, let's put it this way. I think that you had the weird Taka Michinoku winning and then not really doing a whole hell of a lot with it. And then I remember when S.A. Rios won it, and that was like a big deal. And it was like kind of cool that like he won. And then all of a sudden you had like, again, like they didn't really do much with it. Like I remember Christian won it. Christian beats Taka Michinoku. Then they had friggin' Gilberg, which was stupid. But then that's when S.A. Rios won it on Sunday Night Heat. That was awesome. And then they kind of went with like Dean Malenko and Scotty 2 Hotty back and forth. And then it just, I don't think it really ever, it stinks because once it merges with the Cruiserweight title, obviously they ended up sticking with the Cruiserweight Championship for however long it lasted. And, you know, that's the championship I think you think of. But they could have had a chance. But light heavyweight is kind of a weird word anyway. It's like an oxymoron, you know?
For the Kurt Angle Edge match, I would give that 3 stars. I would give that 3 stars. It was really good.
I would do 3. I would do 3.25.
Okay.
That's a great match. That's probably so far the match of the night.
Yeah, so here you have X-Pac versus Jeff Hardy. Jerry Lynn had the light heavyweight title, and then he loses it to Jeff Hardy on a SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Then X-Pac and X-Factor were feuding with the Hardy Boys for a little while. There you see X-Pac blatantly using the rope How do you not think he was not using the rope, but the rope is bouncing?
And then they went and did what was the other one that they brought in that they ended up putting on NXT? Was it like the 201?
The 205, yeah.
The 205, yeah. The live 205, yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was like, they always try to do this, like, they always try to give an opportunity to, some of the smaller guys, which makes sense. And I don't really know why they don't ever stick with that,
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
No, but here you have X-Pac, everyone, this is when X-Pac had the go away heat that they called X-Pac heat.
Yeah. X-Pac heat.
Yeah. I guess they just didn't like him because he was always like riding everyone's like coattails. But I feel like no one gives X-Pac the credit. He's just a crony, but he's a good professional wrestler.
Oh, yeah, no, dude, you know what? Just because he's as much of a crony as Kevin Nash is. I mean, let's be honest. In the grand scheme of things, the superstars in that whole clique is Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall. Okay, Kevin Nash had, he had something that people liked when he was Diesel, when he was Shawn Michaels' buddy, and as much as I like Kevin Nash, I feel like he does buy into his own bullshit sometimes. I mean, if Scott Hall could have stayed sober, Scott Hall would have been the guy that was the guy, in the NWO. But obviously it wasn't the case because Scott had his demons that he fought. But I think that when they brought over X-Pac and he was 6, I thought that was fine. And I mean, he put on friggin' great matches in WCW when he was in there, and then when he came in, I mean, he was just as important to friggin' D-Generation X as I feel like Triple H was, and he carried that group, or he assisted with that group during the heyday of that group, and he tried to make something of himself here with this X Factor. It's just he had two kind of, what was it? It was Albert, and who was the other guy?
It's incredible.
Yeah, like nobody gives a shit about Just Incredible, and really nobody gives a shit about Albert. So
Albert's
I mean,
doing well at this time. Albert's kind of on a roll here. They kind of, I think, took him off the ball as the invasion progressed, but with Albert versus Kane, it was like two giants going at it, and it was a corkscrew. And
see that collision that they had just a little bit ago, though, Jeff Hardy, and it was kind of like nasty.
X-Pac missed the Bronco Buster. That has to hurt.
Yeah.
Now I wonder, like, if he stops himself right before and he just sells like he got hit in the balls, or does he actually go full force into it?
Yeah, we have I'm going through the, do you remember like TJ Perkins won like the Cruiserweight Classic?
Yeah.
Where did he end up going? Did he end up going he went back to Impact?
1, 2. Ooh, Jeff Hardy gets on the rope. Nope. Plays it off.
I always thought it was funny Jeff Hardy used to wrestle in these pants. Like, that's got to be uncomfortable.
Not to him. X-Pac always had the cool gear, whether it was blue or green.
Mm-hmm.
Did he ever? I think he had red and black gear at one point, too.
Yeah, when he was teaming with Kane.
Yeah. I feel like that Tory storyline went forever. Oh, Jawbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when Jeff Hardy did the Jawbreaker. He's going for the swan.
Look at Jeff with no tattoos. Like, that's so funny to see Jeff with no tattoos.
Yep. X-Pac now. Oh, he's down.
X-Pac's prone. Here it comes.
There it goes. 1, 2, 3.
Textbook.
Give me what would you rate this?
I'd give it like 2.75. I'd give it a little bit. Yeah, I think it was pretty good effort. I mean, you had some good. You had some good.
2.25.
Yeah, you got some good back and forth. You got a good swanton. You got a very pretty looking swanton right there at the end.
Yep. So now Edge is Jeff Hardy leaving with the light heavyweight championship. Here is Commissioner Regal and Tajiri. Tajiri in his hotel outfit.
His hotel outfit.
Hello, welcome to the Holiday Inn. Oh, here comes Stone Cold. I always love the Stone Cold and Commissioner Regal. He's using the phone, trying to call Vince.
I gotta call Vince. I don't know where he is.
Hello, Vince. Yeah, Steve Austin. Vince, Stone Cold. Quiet, Regal. I need to use this phone. So Scott, going back to SmackDown, said he knew they think that they spoiled the finish to the to King of the Ring by adding that if Stone Cold loses, they're through.
Wait, what do you mean that? Who's through? Him and Vince?
Stone Cold and yeah.
Oh.
Scott said that they ruined the main event, like it was going to win, by saying that if Stone Cold loses, he and Vince McMahon are done. I also think that they were plotting that Stone Cold's going to retain because I don't think Benoit or Jericho really wanted to go to WCW.
Yeah.
DDP is still waiting for The Undertaker. Now we have another videotape.
Yep.
I think you're going to get in my mind. Look at this. Oh, he's getting on the microphone. You're not getting to me. Look at all those buses. All those cars. DDP. The Enterprise man. Oh, boy, here he comes. It's enough of this crap. Take her. Oh, man. Do you think this beatdown was the end of Diamond Dallas Page?
No, it was the end of the Diamond Dallas Page was when
he got his ass kicked at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Still getting film of somebody filming Diamond Dallas Page. Who is it?
Oh, rat bastard.
Oh, surprise. Sarah. He's like, really? Really, girl? Come famous. Rolling.
It's just so stupid.
Yeah. I feel like we spent like a whole.
Dead man walking.
Rolling.
Wow, I'm surprised that they're letting this. They didn't overdub like the "You're gonna pay."
Oh no, they're on good terms with Fred Durst.
I guess.
Do you want to know that they use him? So they wanted to use Roland for SmackDown. Just Bring It on PS2.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said he'd do it as a freebie if he got to be an unlockable character in the game. So do they? You pin 10 opponents, you knock out 10 opponents in slobber knocker mode of Undertaker,
Yeah.
and Fred Durst is unlocked. His finisher was the last ride.
Was it really? That's funny.
Yep. Oh boy, man, this should have been a match, I think, but I don't think it should have been a squash.
He puts his gloves on.
I feel like DDP was just ready to go too.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby. Oh, it's gonna get ugly. I like the earrings on DDP.
This is so funny. Just watching the Undertaker put his gloves on is really funny.
Why don't you have a beer too before you kick his ass? Oh, and here we go. Ooh, Undertaker just laying in shots. He goes down like a flapjack.
Yep, this is not pretty.
Nope. He's just getting pounded on. My wife, boy, you gonna get it. Ooh. Were you a fan of the bandana, Undertaker?
Sure. I mean, the American Badass was great.
Yeah.
Big Evil Red, Booger Red, like that stuff was great.
What is a booger red? Nobody knows.
That's right.
Oh, Cajun of a low blow.
Mm-hmm. Now get out of there.
Man, he should have just lived to fight another day. Take the coward's way out. And he's fighting back. You can't fight back against the Undertaker.
I'm also trying to did Page shave his head? Cut his hair when he was still in WCW.
1999 is when he cut his hair. Like when they did the Jersey Triad, I believe.
He had cut his hair. Yeah. Oh, here comes his future ex-wife.
Yeah, maybe they asked him to cut his hair during Ready to Rumble filming. Look at that 19. How much do you think that camcorder cost? This is a $45 camcorder.
This did not age well.
Oh, the camcorder?
No, the having his wife there.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I was really shocked when they got divorced.
I wasn't.
He's not with Sarah anymore. He's with Michelle McCool. Wow, I'm surprised that Taker really found the hots for somebody else on the roster, or that he found the hots for somebody on the roster. You know.
Well, the funny thing is that she's like a really Christian, you know.
Yeah.
and not Christian the wrestler, Christian like the faith. Like, and so it's really funny that like that this uber Christian person fell in love with the Undertaker, who was basically a I don't want to say he's not a Satan worshiper, but I mean he portrayed a character that was very non-Christian, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah. Hey Michelle, you want to go out with the Undertaker? You will rest in peace.
Oh, I think during the Last Ride like documentary, I think they talked about like how they kind of got together, and it was kind of weird. It was like he was like really shy. It was so funny. It's like, what?
Undertaker going to town on Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, this is lasting way too long. God.
I think they had to give Angle more time to reset.
Yeah, that had to be it.
Angle gets to take like 4 showers tonight. Those pants look hot on Sarah.
Easy now, Tiger. Easy there, big fella.
Oh. Where is Sarah now? Do you prefer long hair DDP or short hair DDP?
Long hair DDP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like DDP's best year is 97 with his matches versus Savage. 98 would only propel him to 1999, basically. DDP was the face of WCW.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
For like, I think that was just wrong for like Undertaker to be like, oh, well, you suck. Nobody knows who you are. It's like, that's kind of bad. It's really bad if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think that's Vince McMahon giving Undertaker the words. Just run, bro. You have the power to run. Oh. He's got his boots. Obviously, now he's running.
Yeah, now he runs away.
He's like, I'm done. It's over. Live to fight another day. There you see him just walking out. Here's Undertaker standing tall in his yard.
In his yard.
It wasn't really over at King of the Ring. I mean, he would just, Diamond Dallas Page would still be around the Undertaker for like the whole month.
What is she filming?
Well, because Undertaker did give Diamond Dallas Page access to any WWF event. That was like what transpired this.
He just kicked him in the face.
He just rolled right out of the ring. He was like, screw this. So we do have Diamond Dallas Page. Here are the guys who have invaded WWF so far. Lance Storm, Hugh Morris, Stacy Keibler, and Diamond Dallas Page. The main star here tonight, we're going to get a big star. I would say like the leader of the WCW invasion here, but we'll find out to see who that is.
Yeah.
Here come these random security guards here. Just want the glasses on. Look at that Mountain Dew can in the back. That's vintage. Just that security guard was drinking. They were like, Steve, put down the Mountain Dew and do this segment with us. Oh, but here we go. Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon. Kurt Angle is smiling in this photo here, but he's not smiling going into this matchup.
Nope.
I love how they still have to do like a build up to this match, even though the build up is technically tonight, basically, for what Shane McMahon did.
Seriously.
I don't think they even had to do all these replays. They could have just done all a 2-minute a minute segment and gone from there. Oh, Kurt Angle. Intensity, integrity, intelligence. Here
That's
comes
right. The 3 eyes.
Yep. Oh, look at Stacy right here. I'm having a ceremony here. Do you mind? Let's see. Oh, this was cool. The angle slam off the podium. Shane McMahon is not afraid to go airborne.
No.
He's like, just do it. It'll be fun.
Just do it.
Oh, here comes Shane here. For once in life, don't be a coward. Oh, here he comes again. He's always from behind. Another angle slam. Shane Man's always been in street fights. He's going to show you what it means to be in the mean streets of Greenwich. I, Kurt Angle, challenge you, Shane McMahon, to a street fight. Gosh, this was such a great match. And the two superstars, Angle, the aggressor, and Shane McMahon, the daredevil. It was just the build, just from Kurt Angle losing King of the Ring was enough here.
Yeah, but they had to make it seem like it was Shane's a credible threat,
Yeah. Do you think this is better than Shane well, it is, because do you think this is better than Shane versus Vince at WrestleMania 17? Without a doubt, this match has to be better than
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about
apples and oranges.
Yeah, because Vince McMahon's not a real professional wrestler. Neither is Shane, but Kurt Angle was that generational type of guy where he could wrestle a broomstick and it's entertaining.
Yeah. I also enjoyed really the love her or leave her match. Shane versus Test, SummerSlam 99. What'd you think of that one?
I thought that was great too. Yeah, Shane always puts on a good show, He always does.
I don't know why Jim Cornette gives I feel like Jim Cornette has stopped shooting at everyone, but he called Shane McMahon clumsy. At times it was
he has been in the last few years. The older he gets, the worse he does,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And boy, are we going to get some injuries in this matchup here.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, we'll get to it when we talk about the glass, but Bruce Pritchard, and I think even Kurt Angle has said it himself, that somebody ordered the wrong glass. I don't know how you do that. It's supposed to be sugar glass where the pyro wasn't supposed to go off. And I guess they did something wrong and the wrong glass got put in. Here she's Kurt Angle. He is pissed off, and this is great. Oh, back suplex by Kurt Angle. He's gone postal.
Well, actually, was it the wrong glass, or was it just that Kurt just he hit him at the wrong, like he hit the glass at the wrong angle.
I think it was the wrong glass. Like they put a coat of paint over it or something. Really do not know, but that is not sugar glass because they said that the sugar glass would not have held up with the percussions.
Oh yeah, it's plexiglass, I think.
Yeah, so somebody ordered the wrong glass. Surprised they weren't shocked by that. Like when the pyro was going off and the glass wasn't breaking.
Yeah.
Some stiff shots by Shane McMahon countering Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle already bleeding again from the eye. He was bleeding from the mouth. Kurt Angle tends to bleed a lot early on in his matches.
Yeah.
Whether they're just shots like that actually just open up, or does he just bleed himself?
I think Shane hit him with a he hit him with a potato, you know?
Yeah. I don't think Kurt minds getting potatoed. He's like, just do it. It'll make some show.
Yeah, but I bet you Kurt's he's like he knows he's gonna give a receipt in a minute, you know?
Yeah. Big Shane McMahon is scared to get into the ring for that.
I would be scared to get in the ring with Kurt.
Oh, get in the ring now. So here we go with these like the high school wrestling.
Oh sure.
Kurt Angle counters it, starts beating them up. Ooh, gut wrench. Good old Red Wing. You think Kurt Angle had this? I think he changed his tights again.
Did he? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh man, he's bleeding all over.
This guy's a wrestling machine.
I know. Belly to belly.
He's just gonna beat the piss out of him.
And it is a street fight. I think this is Paul Heyman. He's got a doctor's degree in German suplexing. Now we're going back to the mat work again. Angle riding Kurt Angle. Angle riding Shane McMahon, showing his superiority. Oh, God. You want to screw me out of the king of the ring? Oh, he's like, come on, let's do it again. Come on. You don't do it again. Shane McMahon knows not to do it again. This is a smart move by Shane here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got a bloody tooth. Come on.
I think I would actually watch a Kurt Angle just official real wrestling match, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, but look at that shot by Shane. That had to hurt Kurt Angle. That looked brutal. He fell for it too. It was like, oh. I think Paul Heyman's saying that he beat Test. He did not beat Test. Test beat him. It's like he beat Test. Like, no, he didn't. Oh, there goes Kurt. Oh, wow. Shane McMahon in his track pants. Shane does look like he could run the 100-yard dash.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, bag. Oh, what a collision there. Now what are we gonna get? Oh, he's going up. Oh, here it comes. A flying elbow. Shane with his leaps.
Good God.
Yeah. How tired do you think? You think Kurt Angle took a shower just to wake himself up again?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He's like, I gotta wake myself up. Oh, here comes the kendo stick, Shane McMahon's favorite toy.
Mm-hmm.
You ever get hit by a kendo stick?
Me? No.
Yeah.
Thankfully, no.
I have not either, but I have seen one of my friends get thrown through a table and pushed off a ladder.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I got hit with a chair one time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my brother and I used to do cleanup at the Catholic school in our town. Like when they would do bingo, we would go after bingo and we would do trash and then break down the tables and chairs and stuff.
Huh.
And one time my brother goes, "Hey Keith," and I turned around and he went to hit me with a chair.
Yeah.
And it wasn't one of the new aluminum chairs. It was like an old school steel chair. And I didn't.
Oh.
I Mick Foley'd it. Like I just took the chair shot.
Ooh. Oh. These two are just throwing each other all over the place. It is just going to get worse from here.
Oh, boy.
Kurt Angle holding his lower back. It's going to get worse from there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He says Paul Heyman said it's not falls count anywhere. So they can fight on the outside and then it's just supposed to be like what? Like eventually he has to bring him back?
Yep.
Oh.
You'll find out how he does it too. It was a very interesting way.
Who, Kurt? Brings him back in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go back into the ring now. Oh, Shane May looking for a cover. That's not going to happen.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there it is. Dredging up. That's interesting. Oh! Now what's he going for? Oh, he is going for a piece of lumber. And here comes a trash can. It's also Shane McMahon's favorite toy.
Mm-hmm.
If we all know what Shane does with trash cans, it's a pretty sight.
Yep.
Well, you always got to have that small handicap sign. No one took Raven's stop sign this time, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Raven always steals the stop signs. Oh! Hitting him with the small handicap sign. Oh! I always love when Shane did that dive and he hit him with the chair or like something.
Yeah.
That was always a Shane McMahon move. Especially like at No Way Out 2000 when The Rock's going for the people's elbow. And it's like, whammo, what? Oh, boy, Kurt Angle. Oh, wait. Oh, he's going for his ankle lock. You see this, Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Ankle lock. Oh, he got kicked in the head, though. Imagine if Kurt Angle did tap out to his own submission.
Kurt Angle getting Hogan to tap out, actually, in I think 2002, which is something that didn't happen, I don't think, ever. I can't ever remember Hogan ever tapping out.
Nope, and he didn't tap out at Starrcade 97. That was not a tap out.
No.
That was just Bret Hart being like, oh, he gives up. Are you sure? Yep. Oh, sharpshooter this time, it looks like. I think it's good for Shane McMahon to be in a jersey.
Oh, what a terrible attempt.
How so?
This attempt at the sharpshooter, he fell trying to put it on. It's terrible looking. That's Kurt Angle. That's 100% Kurt Angle right there.
Yeah. Plus, he's not really in the middle. He's off the Kurt side.
What I don't understand is it's a no holds barred match, or it's a street fight. Why is Kurt able to grab the rope and have? Oh wait, he didn't break it, or
no,
he didn't tell him he had to break it. Mike Chioda didn't say that.
No, I think he was going to tell him that he had to break it if he did get to the rope. I don't know how these things work. It's like some of the rules are still there, some of them are not there.
Yeah.
I always wanted Shane McMahon's WrestleMania 17 jersey.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been cool to have. Oh, leapfrogging it. Ducks. Oh. There's like the Muhammad Ali fly like a butterfly. Shane McMahon. Oh. 2. I think Kurt Angle was almost not going to kick out.
Oh, boy. Diamond Dallas Page.
So up at the Garden tomorrow. You think Shane McMahon should have had a WCW guy come here?
And, like, interfere in this match? Probably.
I don't think, or should Canyon have helped DDP escape the Undertaker?
Yeah.
Here comes Shane McMahon using the garbage can. Oh, it's gotta hurt too. Everything hurts in this match. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been hit by a garbage can, Keith?
No.
Okay.
I thankfully have not.
I fell
Cookie sheets? Yes.
Oh, wow. I fell through glass one time.
You did?
Yeah, I fell through my mom's coffee table. I tripped.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I had to go get 5 stitches.
Oh, no.
Here comes the flip. Oh, shooting star press. Oh, Joe.
Nobody home.
Oh, God, it's going to hurt. Did he get all the trash can? It looks like he only got like a section of it. Yeah, he landed full stomach on that. 1, 2. Shane McMahon still has the willpower to kick out after that one. Yeah, it's only going to get worse for both of these guys. I don't know how you get your body to tell you to keep on going after getting hit so many times. It's got to be adrenaline. I mean, it's all the adrenaline, basically.
Yeah.
My body's just like, I'm not hurt, just keep on going. I'll be fine.
It's the same reason that Donovan McNabb threw 4 touchdowns on a broken ankle. You get that adrenaline pumping, and you just go with it.
Yeah, but then it's like, what happens at like 9 o'clock at night when you're up in that hotel room?
It's excruciating pain.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so I believe we're getting to our first injury here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. By the way, this match really is like the showcase for the Don't Try This at Home warning for the next year and a half.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, God.
Yep, here we go. Oh, and this is where Kurt Angle breaks his tailbone. Told Shane McMahon, I think I broke my tailbone. It's like, it's like right here. He's like, he'll probably mouth it. He's like, I think I broke my tailbone. Yo, you can see he broke it. Ooh, yep. So that is round one of injuries here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still going. He's like, just keep on going, fight through it.
That sucks.
Yep. Broken tailbone for Kurt Angle.
I don't know if I broke my tailbone, but I definitely hurt it when one time we had like an ice storm, and I went to leave my house to go to work, and I went right out, and I went right up, ass over tea kettle, fell right on my friggin' tailbone. And the worst thing about a tailbone is that it doesn't heal. There's no way to heal it because, like, you don't put a cast on your ass. You just basically have to walk around with it being banged up for like the whole time. It hurts.
Yep. Did you go to work that day, or did you go?
Yeah, no, I got up and went to work.
Oh, well, here comes injury number 2. Oh, go! Good God, it doesn't break. This is where. Oh,
that's
God,
the first concussion.
Yep. This is where Kurt Angle thought Shane McMahon was knocked out. He's still moving. It might have been the second time, but and he was like, "No, I can't do it again." He's like, "Throw me again." He's like, "No, let's not." Oh, let's go again. And oh. I don't think Kurt Angle said he didn't want to do it again. He was like, "No, let's just forget it." He's like, "Do it." You can see that he's bleeding all over the place, and
oh yeah,
shoulder from the glass. The glass is all over them. God. Luckily, the referee was wearing shoes. Oh. So these two are literally in. Here comes again, and nope. Oh. Oh, God, that looks like a murder crime scene. Like with the blood on the glass. You gotta think that my kid was like, just end it. Let's go. Don't do it again. Oh, my God. It's not. Oh. God, he tried it again. This is.
Oh, Jesus.
He does it twice. It does not break. He's like, just throw me through the other way. That's it. I think Kurt was like, I'm going to break you through this. Oh. I think this is right where Vince McMahon almost killed Bruce Pritchard in the back and wanted to stop the match himself. But Bruce was like, no, just calm down. It'll be all right. And Vince McMahon was hot about this. Like, what is going on, And Vince really wanted to stop the match after this one. And the referee, on count of 3, you have to get your opponent back in there. He's like, are you kidding me? Come on. He's down. He's not going to be able to finish this. Can't believe the referee. Well, I can't believe Vince was like, just count the fall there. And you know Kurt Angle cannot move. He's got to try so hard. There's blood and glass everywhere.
Oh, my God.
How do you get him back into the ring? This is how you do it. You'll throw him over this rolly cart thing. They both ended up in the hospital after this matchup.
Oh, yeah, just especially for stitches, I'm sure.
Yeah. Concussion evaluation. Kurt Angle said they were high-fiving each other in the hospital. We're like, yeah, we were high-fiving each other. There's no, like, this is awesome that you had to find, like, a way to get him back in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way Shane McMahon can move. Shane McMahon looks lifeless here. Like, he's, like, just flapping all over the place.
I like you could see the gashes in like Shane's head.
Yep. The glass is still all over his pants and shirt. When he gets thrown through the window, that would be the opening scene in the intro of SmackDown for a while too.
Oh yeah,
when Beautiful People comes on. Oh man, Kurt's shoulder and Shane's head. It's probably Shane McMahon had the adrenaline to kick out after that one.
Yeah.
Matchup is still going. Yeah, so Vince was furious. He wanted it to stop after that second crash to the glass. Oh my God. Oh. He's just stumbling and like flip flopping all over the place. Oh, angle slam! Holy crap! Kurt Angle would make a walking cartoon. Like he looked like Wile E. Coyote if Wiley hit himself in the head with a rake.
Mm. And I didn't realize he had a broken tailbone.
No, yeah. He said it. With that slam to the outside, that suplex, broke Kurt Angle's tailbone.
Huh. Mm-hmm. They sure have, Jim Ross.
They try and counter. Oh! Oh, jeez. This is probably the match of the night.
Yeah, I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this part of it, actually. I thought it ended right with the glass. I thought that was the end of the match. I forgot that they kept going.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, yeah. My knee was bleeding like Shane McMahon's head. I went through glass.
What the hell?
Oh, this angle slam off the lumber board.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Oh. Like, you know, it's like, good God, I don't want to do this. He's so, like, scared. I think Kyoto's scared he's going to get fired for letting this go.
Seriously.
1, 2, 3, it's over. Have mercy. Yep, so they ended up in the hospital after this match. That guy who ordered the wrong glass got fired.
Yep.
Man, look at Shane's like eyes moving. What would you give this match, Keith?
I would say that's probably a 4 out of 5.
I was gonna say 4. I'm saying 4 stars too. It is definitely 4 stars. The brutality of it, back and forth, like everything. Even if Shane didn't get a lot of offense in, he used a lot of weapons. Shane McMahon earned his stripes here tonight for taking
the
absolute worst beating of his life. Oh. So we're not done yet with injuries, but these two would have minor roles on Monday Night Raw the next night. A lot of the injuries really cut from the main talent of on Monday Night Raw the next night from Madison Square Garden. Like, Kurt does not look like he does not know where he is.
Yeah, I would imagine that they probably, they probably will. Like, what?
Yeah, they limited a lot of people's mobility. Oh, man. Is it over? Giving him a standing ovation like he's the face here. At this time, he looked like he was the face. Paul Heyman says he had his last match in WWE. But he's refusing help. It's like, I'm good. It's like, no, you're not, Shane. Come on. Oh, here he is. There's Chris Jericho.
The Lion Tamer.
Can you break the walls down, Keith?
I sure can.
Oh, the Rapid Wolverine. That cage match he had with Kurt Angle was insane. Did you listen to that with me and Matt Souza?
Yeah, that's a great match.
And it does seem that that was like where Kurt Angle's, Chris Benoit's neck starts to hurt a little bit more. Hey, Steve, your match is next. I'm the Brooklyn Brawler. Your match is next, Steve. Hey, Steve, did you know my name's Steve, too? Steve Lombardi. I'm the Brooklyn Brawler. Here we go. Stone Cold. Triple threat match here. Well, Austin's career started at King of the Ring. Will it die tonight? Born at King of the Ring in 96, but will his career die tonight?
Wow, look at you. You're being very poetic there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what Jim Ross said. That was some really good words. Really great tag team match, main event. I think that was good that they weren't they were always saying that Triple H is going to come back within 4 months. And I think it was good that Triple H did not come back and they just waited for the new year. Oh, Stone Cold eating his words. I can beat them both. Linda McMahon giving the orders.
Yep.
This is a very good Linda moment. She has a lot of moments when she's pleasing the crowd, but this one was really top-notch performance here.
Mm-hmm.
He holds Vince McMahon responsible. What'd you think of Hawaiian shirt, Vince?
Hawaiian shirt, Vince?
Yeah.
Always a good Vince.
You got that. You got do-rag Vince. You got bald Vince McMahon. You got wrestling tights Vince McMahon. So you have Stone Cold costing the Dudley Boys costing Benoit and Jericho the tag team titles. And
yeah, there's the Molly Holly stunner.
Stone Cold beating up Michael Cole. I said when Stone Cold got, I don't know if you listened to the one with Schiff, I said Jim Ross must have been laughing hysterically before he had to go out, that it wasn't him getting his ass kicked this time. He's like, finally, it's Michael Cole, it's not me.
Seriously.
Yep. Win or worth through? They did a really good job going into like this match here with Stone Cold just beating the crap out of both of them, but Benoit and Jericho getting theirs on Stone Cold Steve Austin as well.
Yeah.
Here comes that double one, and Earl's like, "Are you sure you tap out?" I don't know. He's like, "Yes, Earl, I tap out." He was like Stone Cold whining, "I don't deserve any of this." Well, as we get the entrances here, Keith, do you have anything that you want to plug or direct the listeners to?
Yeah, actually, if you want, you can always hear me on GFA Live with Pete. Usually every week we have that come out. And of course, you can always hear me on the all over the Place to Be pop feed for the Jukebox Video Song of the Day. And actually, I just dropped my first episode of my own podcast of A La Carte with Keithy on the North-South Connection. So, and then you can kind of hear me with Multiverse of Fabulousness on the North-South Connection. And I show up in every other show from time to time.
Nice, that's great. It's good that you have your own podcast now. I'm looking forward to listening to that. I did not listen to yours yet, but I will get to it as well.
It's a fun time. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. Sorry. What about me? What about Raven? What about Gruney, Keith? Huh? You ever think about that? No, but seriously,
who better than Gruney?
You can find me on the Place to Be Nation Wrestling feed here, not only on this show, but also on Extreme Resurrection with Steve Riddle, as we are covering ECW from 2006 to 2010 when it was brought back on the Sci-Fi Network.
Oh, yeah.
Our latest episode that just dropped was Mr. McMahon winning the ECW title at Backlash from Bobby Lashley, and CM Punk versus Elijah Burkus in full effect because CM Punk turned his back on the new breed. So, and also Vince McMahon versus Rob Van Dam for the ECW title. So it's like, who's going to get the first title shot versus Mr. McMahon? You can catch that on Extreme Resurrection. That just dropped as well.
Do-rag Vince.
Yep, do-rag Vince. Here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin with that Disturbed theme. Wow. Wow. Down. Step up. Bionic Redneck Stone Cold. He's still waiting for Mr. McMahon's arrival, but he is not here.
It's funny. I was watching the Hidden Treasures or Lost Treasures, the WWE show that's on A&E.
Yeah.
And, they went to Stone Cold and he gave them one of his vests, and it was one of the vests with like the red and the gold lettering. And I was like, ugh. And I said, that's the shitty Austin. I was like, that's the Austin from 2001 when he's like a bad guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's still looking. And here comes Benoit and Jericho on the attack here.
Did you think it was weird that he didn't bring out the Smoking Skull belt in 2001?
No, I think that it did its time, and I think that it was better to give have like the real championship there. What did you think?
Yeah, no, that was like a different era, Stone Cold. So I thought it would have been weird with him being like the paranoid bionic redneck and having like the Smoking Skull belt. Like that would have been stupid,
Yeah, I agree that he did not need the smoking skull belt. Like that's more like a baby face thing. It's not really like a thing here. Here you see them just double teaming Stone Cold Steve Austin, Benoit, and Jericho.
Oh yeah.
They know they have to take out Stone Cold first to get to them to fight against each other here.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold not having the gold knee braces on, he has white knee braces on.
Yeah. Doesn't even look like that. It doesn't even look like his left knee brace is attached properly.
No, it looks like it's like unbuckled.
It's funny.
Chris Benoit's signature blue tights.
Yeah, Chris Benoit, he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
Lord Voldemort. We're not allowed to say his name.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. A chop off.
Mm-hmm. But now they're just stomping now they're just stomping on Stone Cold there.
Mm-hmm.
I think even Earl Hebner was like, yeah, I'll let it go.
Oh, I'll allow it, but watch yourself, McCoy.
1, 2, oh, now they're going for each other. Now they understand.
Yep.
Now Stone Cold's on the attack. Yeah, like it just seemed that like when I was doing my review with Scott leading up to this, it's really seemed that Jericho was like, the odd man out because I just feel like Benoit got more shots in than Jericho did on Austin.
Yeah.
Like the focus was more on Benoit. And it's like maybe this could have just been a one-on-one match, Stone Cold versus Chris Benoit here. Jericho could have won the King of the Ring and could have been that. I don't know, but it just seemed like from watching the advantage of the Raws and SmackDowns that it was mostly about Benoit here.
Yeah.
Oh, spinning heel kick to Benoit by Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what were you going to say about that? What I said?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now Benoit and Jericho looks like they're trying to consult. Nope. I think the double team tag team of Benoit and Jericho is finally broken down, and here we go.
Well, do you remember there was that triple threat where it was Triple H, Cena, and Shawn Michaels? And like the bell rang, and the first thing Shawn Michaels did is he super kicks Triple H out of the ring.
Yeah, it's Cena's reaction.
And they were in the middle of their DX reunion,
Yeah, Survivor Series 2009.
Yeah.
Oh, Walls of Jericho going for the walls. He's got it.
Austin tried to do a Luthez press.
Yeah. Oh! Benoit just dumps Jericho
Oh,
out.
Jesus. And Jericho going over like Randy Savage would.
Gotta hurt.
Randy Savage always would go like full ass over tea kettle outside the rope.
Whoa. Yeah, Stone Cold actually, in the Stone Cold Truth book that he wrote in 2003-04,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was actually in 03, he dedicated a whole chapter to Chris Benoit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I think with the exception of that one weekend, I mean, Chris Benoit was considered one of the, everybody loved him, Everybody thought he was amazing. He was a great guy. I mean, he just went crazy that one weekend. And, I mean, that's what everybody remembers him for,
When people ask me that, I'm just like, I want to remember Chris Benoit as the guy who went into the Royal Rumble. I want to be like that 11-year-old kid again who was watching the Royal Rumble live on pay-per-view. And Chris Benoit came out at number 1. He won the whole Rumble.
Yeah.
I want to remember him as, the guy who made Triple H tap at Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Benoit trying to get the crossface, but Austin counters that as well.
Mm-hmm. It is so weird. This really might be the first time that I've rewatched a Benoit match since that all happened. I'm not kidding. Like, I don't think I've watched anything with Benoit in it since he died.
Oh, I don't. Honestly, I don't let that stop me from watching Benoit matches.
No, and I mean, that's not the reason why. I just choose not to. Mm-hmm. I usually don't really. I mean, it's not that I don't believe anything exists post 2000, but I do tend to watch stuff from like the 80s all the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's not like what Benoit did. It's like Benoit.
It's just not. It's not my era that I usually watch. Like if I'm watching anything, it's like I watch stuff from like 80, 84 and even earlier if I can find it, and then I watch all the way up to pretty much when like Austin goes out the first time. Not 97, like when Austin goes out in 2000.
2002.
Because I usually 2000, like when he goes out with the Rikishi thing.
By the car, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I usually watch I'll watch like 96, 97, 98, 99 sometimes, but usually it's like I'll watch like 95. It's like all the way up to like 98. I watch like 98 stuff,
Yeah, because 98 was at the hype.
Yeah, and then I do like a lot of stuff in 99, but like it's the beginning half of the year, like. I love the stuff with Mick Foley and The Rock,
Yeah, and then like by the time July comes, the corporation is basically finished.
Yeah, like the corporate ministry stuff is stupid,
Okay, yeah. I enjoyed the Mean Street Posse in early '99. Jericho bleeding too. He is bleeding as well.
Jericho is? From where? Oh yeah.
When Jericho bleeds, it's like spaghetti and tomato sauce. Actually, like when Flair bleeds too, it's like that same thing. A lot of them. When Stone Cold bleeds, it's like tomato juice. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just giving the fingers. Yeah, it looks like his eye. Oh! Jericho goes back flying.
Jericho.
No, is it? No, he counters it. Oh, there goes the referee the first time. Oh, stunner on Austin. There's no referee, though. Honestly, that Johnny Ace man looks like a woman. Oh. But a 2 count. The referee did revive himself on for a 2 count, though.
Where do you rank Jericho on like the all-time list? Or do you not?
He's in my top 10.
Okay. Very, very good. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I go back and forth with this a lot, and I tend to think that Jericho is up there. Like Jericho he is definitely in the top 10. And it's like when I think about, because it depends. I think, in my opinion, Savage is, I think, the greatest of all time. I think, because I think Savage had everything. He had the look, he had the music, he had the physique, he had the costumes, he had the personality. He knew how to do a television match better than anybody else, I think. He had the ring presence, he had the psychology of it all. I think Savage was great.
I think that's Stone Cold's number 1,
you know what? I wouldn't say that you're wrong. And I'll tell you why too, because, his work when he was Stunning Steve was incredible. It's never heralded as much as his Stone Cold work, but he was great when he was Stunning Steve Austin. I mean, he had the awesome run as the television champ. He had a run as the tag champs. He had the run as the U.S. champ. He was in the Dangerous Alliance. I mean, he had a lot of good, a lot of good stuff as Stunning Steve Austin that gets overlooked a lot because he became one of the biggest names in the industry as Stone Cold.
Yeah, but the way you described Randy Savage is the way I'll describe Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Sure.
He had the rebel look, the rebel outlaw look. He could fight, he could talk and cut promos and, just be Stone Cold like Macho Man. He had like Macho Man enthusiasm, just ready to kick ass and take names.
Yeah. It's funny that in the 3 stages of Hell match where he fights Triple H, he wins the one that's the wrestling match.
Yep.
Whereas like the other 2, which would have been more of a Stone Cold style match, and he doesn't even win those 2, which I think is funny.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, Stone Cold's not really known for weapons, I think, as Triple H is.
Yeah, but wasn't the second fall just like a hardcore match?
No, it was a street fight.
Oh, so it's a street fight. I mean, that's a slobber knocker,
Yeah.
And then the 3rd stage was a cage match,
Cage match, yeah. Oh, when he pulled out the 2x4 and the kick, like, where did he get that? That was the funniest line. Yeah. Stone Cold now going after Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they tagged in each other. Like Benoit was like, "Here, you go in and you get it. You get your ass kicked."
Oh yeah, well that's how a triple threat works. Is like you got to give the other guy a chance to breathe.
Yeah. Still waiting to look at the precise moment when the neck pinch happens.
Oh, for Benoit?
I think it's like a back suplex by Jericho.
Yeah.
This crowd looks like they are either tired or they look happy.
Do
you think the Shane McMahon match sucked away the crowd's air for this match, or do you think that they were so behind Benoit and Jericho that it didn't really matter?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think that
match.
No, go ahead. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I said because Shane's match definitely steals the show.
Yeah. but I think that you have. It's probably one of those. They probably should have done the. I mean, I know that they had to do the Shane match where it was because of Kurt Angle pulling triple duty there, but I feel like you probably needed a cool down match in between that and this. You know?
Yeah. Drop kick by Jericho to
stay out there.
Is he going for the line? Saul, he does the bulldog. Oh, he gets the knees up. Oh, just got to take the wind out of him. How do you learn to breathe after getting the wind knocked out of you?
I also think that Jericho being like in the Team WWF, like both, like he really grows as a competitor, like and as a character in like the second half of 2001, which is great because then he wins the championship and should have beat Triple H at WrestleMania. That would have been great if he had beaten Triple H at WrestleMania.
I guess there are no disqualifications.
No, there's usually no disqualifications in a triple threat match.
Benoit goes back on the outside. Jericho just ate a chair. One, two. Barely gets the shoulder up. Stone Cold's probably like, what do I have to do to beat them?
What is it going to take?
What is it going to take to beat them? Keep them down, Steve. Both men look hurt after that one. Suplex. Oh, the chair shot. So you got the Lou Fez pressing on Jericho, and now Austin is just going to work. Up onto the turnbuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go from their superplex. Oh, we got it.
There it is.
Oh, shoot.
I love from the top rope, too. So good.
Yeah. I think the best superplex is when the Brock Lesnar did it to the Big Show and the ring collapsed.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, my God. And the Taz like, holy. Is he going for a third one? Jeez. Nope, here comes Benoit now. Oh, here we go. First German. 2. 3.
Yeah. You know what? A guy with a fused neck like this shouldn't be wrestling Chris Benoit.
4. Jericho just collapsed. He was like, 5. 5 German suplexes in. Oh, Austin got the low blow, and that'll stop Benoit. So 5 German suplexes. All 3 men are down. Gotta be a winner, though.
Austin holding his own.
If it's not SummerSlam 97, it's this. This has got to be the best pay-per-view New Jersey has had.
Mm.
I mean, you could say WrestleMania 5, maybe.
You know what? There's a lot of crap on WrestleMania 5. It really is like a 2-match show.
Here you don't really have crap. You just have short matches because they're tournament matches. The Walls of Jericho.
Oh, well, four is garbage. Like, four is garbage. The best part about 4 is the friggin' Battle Royal.
Wait a second. He's tapping, though. Stone Cold is tapping. He tapped out. No, it can only be one guy. What? I think Stone Cold should have been eliminated.
Sure.
Oh, my God. I didn't even know Stone Cold did tap. I'm sorry, but I was surprised that Stone Cold actually tapped.
Yeah, he did a lot of that. And once he became that, like, crazy heel,
Benoit got the crossface, and yeah, but I'm surprised. Like, what would you have done? Would you have just eliminated Stone Cold and said, "You two fight then"?
I mean, I think what Earl did was probably best in a kayfabe point of view, you know?
Because that was only one submission.
Yeah. I remember, like, I forget which SmackDown versus Raw it was, or whatever one it was. It was like the only way you could win a triple threat match was by causing the guy to submit.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it didn't matter how many times you beat down the other guy, he always came in to break up the pin.
Yeah. Here comes Stone Cold with Cher. Oh, baseball slide. Oh, that's got to hurt Austin. Smash is great. So we both gave Shane versus Kurt 4 stars.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, Benoit gets thrown out again. Oh, here comes Booker T. Here he is. The WCW World Champion. Oh, scissors kick. Yes, it is. Right, Keith? It's the WCW Champion.
Yep.
Oh.
And listen, the crowd goes crazy.
So, do you want to know something here?
Sure.
Booker T broke Stone Cold's arm right there. His hand.
Yep. He broke his hand?
He broke Booker T broke Stone Cold's hand with that slam through the table. So Booker T comes in. So that is the turning point invader for the WCW team. Booker T came into the Continental Airlines Arena and almost cost Stone Cold Steve Austin the WWF heavyweight title, and he broke Stone Cold's hand. I still don't know if that back suplex happened with the slip disc. Did it happen already? I don't think so. I don't think it did yet.
No, I don't think so either.
I feel like it's got to be coming up like here because it's only.
I think it's right at the end because I think that's how Austin beats Benoit.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know how Stone Cold broke his hand there, but yeah, his hand was broken.
I wonder if it was because like it looked like it slammed on the chair, maybe.
Yep. Jericho now. Ooh, Benoit. Oh, nope. Countered the suplex, German suplexes. Look at these two going at it. Best Benoit versus Jericho match. What is it?
Oh God, it's probably like one in ECW.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you would say the Royal Rumble ladder match.
That is a good one. It is. I mean, but these guys had. It could have been that. These guys have had so many against each other.
Yeah.
But
he's going for the line saw. Oh, that looked bad. Was he meant to miss it there? What do you think, Keith? Do you think he was miss it?
I think he was supposed to.
Yeah.
But it almost looks like Jericho's like, nope, you're not going to.
He's like, oh crap. He wants me to hit. Yeah, he wants me to get hit. Yeah, even Booker T did not know until like the morning after, like when he was told, I got some bad news for you. You broke Stone Cold's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And according to Bruce, Vince wanted Booker T to carry Stone Cold's bags and everything. But Stone Cold, like, accepted Booker T's apology at least. He apologized right away. He's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, not a good first impression, though.
Now I'm coming in and he breaks Stone Cold's hand. Ooh. Stone Cold's still down there. It's always the Spanish announce table that gets broken.
Jim Ross didn't know what to call the top of the table. He's like Jericho using that to hit him with the kidneys. He didn't know what to call it.
It's a tabletop. That's what you call it.
What hand was broken?
It looks like the left hand.
That sucks.
Yeah. Poor Booker. Is Jericho going for like a moonsault, a lion sault here? He's going for the moonsault. Oh! He lands it, but Benoit was right there. These guys are just torturing each other. Each time they are both trying to pin Austin to get it, and the other one breaks it up. Oh, the diving headbutt. 1, 2. These guys are they're so close to tasting gold.
It is so fun.
Yep. I believe it's right here. Yep. Oh,
because I think this is the end of it. I think, right?
Yep. Here it is. The ruptured disc that fragmented into Benoit's spinal collar. Oh. He's in so much pain right now. Oh, man, what could have been, huh? Stone Cold now crawling. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Austin retains. Benoit is injured. He is hurt. And Stone Cold Steve Austin still retains the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
I mean, do you think that's a weird ending, though? Like, looking back at this now, it's a weird ending because it's almost like he pinned Benoit because Benoit was legitimately hurt.
Yeah, maybe it was a way out. Like, it's like, hey, I'm hurt, you're hurt. Why don't we do it this way?
Yeah. Huh.
No stunner involved. I don't think Stone Cold could do the stunner if he had a broken hand.
Well, and then it's like Jim Ross says he picks the bones of Chris Jericho, but Benoit did the move to Jericho.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah, it's his right hand. I bet it's his right. I bet he was it his right wrist?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Man. It's gotta suck that like your hand gets broken. Benoit's neck is broken.
He's like, what the fuck, man? Can't I just friggin' not break something every time I wrestle?
What happened? Well, Benoit broke his neck And Stone Cold broke his hand.
Nice. There he is, the champ.
There's Stone Cold.
There's your boy. You love him.
He was out, Mr. McMahon. Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold. Here comes Booker T. Paul Heyman in utter shock. Hey, what is this? Paul Heyman had the best facial expressions.
Paul Heyman's just waiting to say,
Rock. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I bet you the right hand flapped on the chair. That's what happened.
Yeah, I think he hits the chair, the corner of the chair.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it from us here on the Nation Invasion. I'm your host. I want to thank my guest, Keith Langston, for joining us here tonight as we covered King of the Ring 2001. Keith, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun there, Gruney.
Yeah, it was. It was a great show to watch, and that Shane McMahon match is brutal.
Yep.
Brutal. If there's one match to go back to on that pay-per-view or premium live event, as they say now, it is the Shane McMahon Kurt Angle street fight.
Mm-hmm.
But alas, as we continue on through this invasion, I am your host, James Gruenberg. That is Keith Langston, and we will see you next time as we, the nation, prepare for this invasion.
Oh, boy.